Hey there, everyone. Christopher here. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. And hope you're all doing well. And, I just popped up in the camera and wanted to just say some stuff to myself, really. I'm actually this holiday season, this New Year's, I'm actually alone right now. Well, if you don't, well, include my two cats, technically I'm not alone, but it's just me right now. The missus is over in Japan right now with her family. Her parents are getting on the older side, so I came back first, and she's still there in Japan. But hey, being alone gives me time to kind of do a lot of things and a lot of time to think on things. And I've been thinking, what am I looking forward to 2026, or what do I want to do for 2026? And while I was thinking about what I want to do, I actually ended up reflecting a lot about things I've done. Empty nesters. Our son is out of the house, living his own life. Working. Dating, that kind of stuff. Like all young people do. And so just me and Mrs. We have a lot of time, and it is much more relaxed these days for sure. So I've been thinking, what's something that I do want to do? Because up until now, especially when we were living with my son, we were raising him, my number one prerogative, priority, not prerogative, has been to make sure I would do whatever it takes to, take care of my family, to provide for them, support them, in any way that could be possible, which was, for me, basically was working, right? And, I was the kind of person that was, working pretty crazy, pretty hectically, pretty long hours because I wanted to. It was my choice. I didn't have a problem with it. It's just who I was, and I was on a mission to make sure I took care of my family. Lately I've been thinking I want to do more for my overall family, not just my immediate family. My wife, my son, for example, my two cats, but there are a lot of people in my family. My cousins, my brother, my sister-in-laws, my own parents, they're doing things in life, or they want to achieve things in life. It wouldn't be easy. Lately, I've been thinking, how can I do things to help the people I care about reach their goals, help support them live a better life? Because for myself, I'm not like insanely rich or anything like that, but I do pretty well for myself. I'm not complaining. I'm not like Mark Zuckerberg or anything like that, but I live a fairly simple middle class life, I suppose, with very low expenses. I'm very careful of my money. But the thing is that with the money I have now, I can only essentially take care of my immediate family, which of course it's great, but I really lately been feeling that I want to do more for others around me. I don't know if that's because I have time for myself these days and I just don't know what to do with my time, but like for example, my sister-in-law, when I was in Japan recently, I was talking to her, and she was saying that yeah, she has a mortgage now, and she's had a mortgage for like 20 years or so, and she said stuff like, I'm gonna be working hard, but I'm be working to make sure I can pay for this mortgage and this lifestyle that I'm trying to provide for my kids. And I hear that, and I'm thinking, the first thing I thought about was, what can I do to help you with that, right? And and that's the only thing I was thinking. Was kind of drunk, because we drank a little bit of sake at the restaurant, a little bit, but yeah, I was sober enough to be aware of what I was saying. And the only thing I thought of when we were talking about that was that I want to help you, get rid of that mortgage, right? And I kept saying that, but I really meant it. I couldn't do that now. I couldn't just boom, one shot her mortgage right away, right then and there. I can't do that. But I really felt like I wanted to do that. And And then I was talking with her daughter too, my niece, and my niece was saying that she wants to have a certain kind of a career aspiration that doesn't involve being in an office, like you commonly see things people do in Japan, for example, right? Salary man, salary woman kind of thing. Another nephew who said that he wanted to in tattoo artistry, which is a really 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 hard thing in Japan, because Japan for Japan, tattoos are very very, they're still taboo for the most part in Japan, especially for the older ones. Younger people in Japan, you can see a lot more tattoos put on these days. But even then, even though it's still getting more common for younger people in Japan, socially it's still taboo. You can't even go to an onsen with a tattoo. They wouldn't let you. There's much more nieces and nephews and the people that are like everyone else. They're going through life and going through obstacles and challenges with goals and dreams that they're aspiring to, for example, all these things. And the only thing I could think of was when I heard all these things, because it's been a while since I saw them, I wanted to absolutely do what I could somehow to help them. What does that entail? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's money, sure, but it's also to provide the opportunity to do those things. I do want to do something. I don't know. Does that mean I have to make more money? It can do that. Figure out a way. Is it to meet connections with the right people? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, some of the things that my family are doing is not going to be easy. Nothing ever is. But I don't want them to do it on their own. I really don't. I mean, I think I say that because I think all these, for me myself personally, I know where I've gone to in life today thus far. It's been hard, like I have the hair loss to prove it. I've had a hard road to get to where I am now, and I did it alone for the most part. Although I'm a big believer that the challenges and difficulties that have happened thus far to me have made me to who I am for the better. I don't want others to experience that same hardship and challenges, because it is hard. And life is not a Disney movie. Sometimes with difficulty the end result is not necessarily happy endings. Real bad things can happen, even with effort. When I was listening to my family, everyone's, my brother, sister-in-law, nieces and nephews, my son, this past year, the only thing I could think of was, what can I do? How can I do to help you all get there? And I think that's what I want to do for 2026. I have the time. Yeah, I think 2026 will be a year where my purpose is just to do what I can to get my family, the people I care about the most, my closest friends, to where they want to be, so that they don't have to do it on their own, so that they can live the best life that they can. Having purpose, I think, is a very good thing. That helps you get up the next day and keep on chugging along. And I wonder why I think like this. And I think, well, I think it's because I guess the father figures in my life, I suppose, and my dad on my side, he was always very very wanting to help me and my brother as best as he could, especially since he and our mom were separated, and so we were living with our mom, so he really really wanted to do what he could to really support us and show that support. And I suppose that's rubbed off on me, on my wife's father too, my father-in-law. He raised a big family. Him and his wife, they raised a big family, because my wife, she has two sisters, so it was a family of three daughters, and of three daughters, they had their own kids. Have our son, sister-in-laws have their own sons and daughters. He raised his daughters to go to good schools, and be good people. And I suppose that I think, why can't I do that for myself too? I could do that too. If he was able to support and raise three daughters and allow those daughters to, raise their own kids with a, very helpful and supportive and stable household, then why can I do that too? I should be able to do that too. I want to do that too. But I suppose the bigger concern is, my father-in-law or my mother-in-law, they're getting older. They're definitely not, I don't know, walking as fast, moving slower. They're both very sharp in their mind, but you can tell faces are, much older than before, the years before, and they're walking different and more difficult, and naturally, health problems arise, and I think, how can I pay respects to their legacy, the things that they've done in this life for their family. When I married, I told my father-in-law, I would do whatever I can. I promise you that, your daughter with me won't have any problems. I'll do everything in my power, my efforts to support and take care, of your daughter and our son. And I think I want to pay respects to his legacy by being able to do more than just support my immediate family, that he gave me. I think I really want to pay back the gift that that him and his wife had given me, to be part of their family. And if I could pay it back by continuing what he has done for his family, by being able to be a foundation platform of support, to be able to help with anything that I'm asked for by this family, I think that would be the ultimate way to pay back and to promote and to protect the efforts and legacy that he has built as a father figure, as a grandfather figure to his big family. If there's any message I want to share with you all today, for the New Year's, for 2026, is that I hope you are able to find a purpose that leads you on a road that will allow you to help, support and care for, show more love to your family, to your friends, your closest friends to you that you really care about. Because I think there is no, well, I've learned for myself, over these many years of living, is that life is short. It really is short. I mean, 80 years, 100 years, even 120 years, if you live that long, is relatively short, and it feels short as you get older, 100%. I mean, I can't believe it's already 2026. I swear, I just remembered 2025 January, as if it was, not too long ago. But this year, this 2025 for me, now that have had so much time, more time compared to before for myself these days, I've been, spending a lot of time, interestingly, just listening to, learning about, what my family around me, my friends around me, the ones I really care about are doing, what challenges they're going through, what their goals and dreams and aspirations are. And and I feel like I want to do whatever I can to help them. One, because I want to, and I care about them. I care about them all very, very much. And three, I have confidence that whatever it is I can do it to help them. There is no better sense of joy and satisfaction in being able to help the people that you care about, to help your family, to help your friends, live a better life or achieve their dreams, achieve their goals, whatever it may be. And I think there is no greater satisfaction than that. Everyone around us in this life is going to have a difficult time, because that's just how life is, right? Life is not a Disney movie. Even like a Disney movie, you can expect a happy ending. In life, even if you work hard, you try a lot of effort, it can still not pan out with real consequences. What scares me is what happens if the people I care about don't achieve what they want in life, and I get negatively affected by that. And I don't want that to happen to them, to anyone really. This year, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help them. If you're watching this, thank you. Happy 2026, Happy New Year. Take care, be safe, be happy, and hold the people you care about most close, and make sure they know that you care about them.